Think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in the SRT, but it feel like a Rari. And she calling my phone, I'm blowing up, she say I'm sorry. I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in that.
Alright, today we got a new body in here, and we got 8-inch BDS kit. This will be my first time doing one of these BDS kits. I really get mainly max tracks, rough countries, and other shit. I don't really ever get to do a BDS. I'm gonna start trying to get some better footage for y'all, man, because I know the videos kind of get repetitive. It's just basically like fucking informative videos. But yeah, man, I guess we'll go ahead and get started on this, start trying to clear this floor up, and then we'll see how this thing looks on here. All right, so got the front end taken apart. You see all the parts there. I got the other side the same way. All I gotta do now is loosen up the bolts and put the jacks up under there, lower the diff. And as you can see on these new bodies, you see the rack and pinion comes really close to this side of it. And as you can see, the ear is kind of up there. So you gotta kind of finesse it out. Sometimes you can cut this side of the crossmember mount. It isn't going to affect anything. If you cut it out, it makes it easier to get it out of here without having to fucking flip it and fight it through there. Because I had to do that a couple times, and I just found it easier to go ahead and either cut the diff ear off before you take it down, or cut that side of the crossmember mount off. And that'll make it a lot easier for you if you want to go ahead and take it out. It's not going to affect anything. The other side's going to be cut anyway. It's not really a big deal. If you are scared about it, weld it back up. Not a big deal. This kit requires a lot more steps as far as the diff, and you know, as far as just the whole structure of the suspension. So it's going to be a little bit different of a process putting this one on versus putting on like a rough country FTS max track, something like that. But I'll show y'all, and just make sure that y'all get all the important steps. That way you can kind of get a visual if you ever want to get this lift, and see how to do it on a 1418 Silverado or Sierra. Got the diff pretty much mounted. These make it swoop back kind of like a FTS. And I got the crossmember mount on the diff, so everything's loose. And I just got the drive shaft out. So here's a little boot extension that's going to go on here, and fits pretty tight. So I got to put these O-rings in the inside. Oil those up, lubricate those, put this on, slide it right back in. That way it'll extend the drive shaft enough to reach the diff where it's at now. Once I get that knocked out, I should be moving on to putting the crossmembers in, and then, you know, at that point, like I always say, building it out. That's the whole goal for today, is to go ahead and get this shit finished, so that way I ain't really got to worry about it anymore. But in other news, since I'm taking a break, Big Red, I got the 295s on the front. So new tires, we got everything good to go, but it's still scrubbing up top like very bad. Every time I drive this bitch or hit like a bump or something, it's rubbing like a bitch up here. As far as back here, it's just catching these, so I guess I'm gonna cut all the way across, and then that should be plenty enough. And then as far as the back goes, I expected this, but it's rubbing on the outside of the tire. It's not really gashing it or nothing like that, so I'm not really tripping about it. But it's just riding up here on this fucking inner lip, and I really want to roll this, but I don't know, not sure. I'm gonna see how it drives. Today I'm gonna probably take it a little further, take it to go get a car wash 5 times, and then I don't know, we'll see if we'll need to do any clearance mods. But for right now, as it's sitting, I think I'm gonna just leave it and just let it clearance itself out. It's not anything like bad, but I haven't really taken it on a long road trip yet, so that's what I plan on doing. I'm going to Myrtle this weekend, so if you catch me around that motherfucker, hey, I was there. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work on this shit, and then we'll just pick back up whenever we get something done. All right, we're back. So got the diff stuff all taken care of, got everything tight. You can see the lower diff mount goes all the way underneath. Once I put the skid plate, you'll see why I had to cut that little fin off the diff, because it goes right up under it. The fin would have been in the way if I would have put the skid plate on. We got pretty much everything done. All I gotta do is put the struts in, the spindles in, and then tighten everything up. And I can set it on the ground after I put the skid plates on. Might put those on last, to be honest. I'll pick the camera up whenever it's done, so that way you can see the final once over before I put it on the ground and put the wheel back on. And then we'll be good to go. I guess we'll pick back up once we're finished with everything, so let's go. All right, so we got it done, and we're having spacer issues as always. Whenever you get a lift, if you're running any type of OEM wheels, please get some fucking spacers, because most times if you're running any upper or any type of lift kit, the knuckle comes out, or it'll protrude a little bit, to where whenever you put the wheel on, it's gonna hit right here, especially if you have big ass tires. My problem with this side is this shit. Cannot run any OEM wheels with a big tire, or any OEM wheels period, most times when it comes to these, unless you're running like a bigger wheel, like a 26. Even 26s and 37s will still have this problem. So always recommend, if you don't have any offset on your wheels, definitely invest in some spacers whenever you buy a lift kit, because it's just gonna make it a lot easier, and it's not gonna be as hard to put your wheels on. If you had wides, it wouldn't have no problem, because it has enough back spacing. But with reps, like I said, even with the 1/4" spacer on here, just can't do anything with it. So I'm waiting on him to bring me the spacers that he's gonna be using, just temporarily, just so I can get this thing finished tonight. Sucks because I was trying to get it done before the sunlight went down, so that way I can kind of figure my truck out a little bit before I take it on a road trip tomorrow. But fuck it, guess I'll be in here late tonight getting this rear lift knocked out and fucking getting the front aligned and everything. Like I said, everything is looking good. It is back together 100%. So literally just waiting on fucking spacers. That is it. All right, so we got it on the ground. We got the 2-inch spacers in the front, and even with the spacers, you got minimal space. So that just goes to show you need a lot more space whenever you're running these. But it's not a big deal. Got it on the ground, and it is ready to go in the front. I got the alignment pretty straight. I'm gonna drive it around probably tomorrow around the yard, up the street, just to make sure it drives straight and make sure that everything stays in place. I'll retorque everything after that drive, and then we will be ready to go. All right, so after hours and hours of long ass work, we finally got it complete. Got a set of 8 in the front. That's what it came with. And then I got these, I believe they're 6-inch blocks, but he has 2-inch drop shackles, so it's got a little lean to it. But got those knocked out, and it's complete. Everything's tight. All I gotta do now is do the little drive test, and then tighten everything up one more time, get the alignment as straight as possible, and then she'll be ready to roll in the morning. But yeah, got the Fox shocks and the blocks in the back, and everything is looking good. So glad to have it done, glad to get it done really quick. This was what, a 2-day project really. So got it done fast, man. And I ended up getting the skid plate and everything mounted under there, so everything is ready to go, and she looks good. So this is, like I said, a BDS 8-inch kit. I didn't do the add a leaf in the back. I just put the blocks in, so it's like 8 and 6, -2 with the drop shackles, but that's about it. So I'm tired as fuck, man. I've been busting my ass all week long, and shit's just been kicking my ass lately. But feels good to get all this shit done, man. Got a lot more Max Track people hitting me up, and they're gonna be on the way. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of shit going on the next couple months, just with everybody getting their shit together and shit like that. And you know, I'll still be doing shit with Big Red, but I'm gonna try to get some more show footage and shit like that, because I know you know, last year I had a lot of show footage. I haven't been anywhere this year to do any shows, just because my truck's been pretty much under construction for the last couple months. But now that I got it kind of where I want it, I'm gonna do some little driving in it, just to let it self-clearance itself, because that bitch scrubbing like a motherfucker. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep driving the motherfucker and just see what it do, and then I'm gonna just keep adding things. I'm gonna keep adding things to Big Red just to make her unique. But for now, she's okay. I'm not really too pressed about it. But yeah, I'm gonna be popping out to a lot of events pretty soon now that I got the truck back mobile. All right, so she's all done. Got her out in the sunlight, tightened up everything. So everything's looking good. He's on the way to pick it up in about 30 minutes, so she'll be out of here. But it was fun doing this kit. It was a lot of shit that I'm not really used to as far as the other lift kits go, but it all goes together the same at the end of the day. So yeah, man, she looking good, and kind of glad I can knock it out for him. So guess that'll be it. I'm about to go and do some clearance mods for the front of Big Red because she rubbing like a motherfucker. But we'll get it all figured out and trimmed up, and we'll be good to go. So I guess that's what we're going to do. And then I guess we'll just pick up whenever we do Chuck truck. So let's get it. So currently we in Trippie truck, and we're gonna be dropping it today. I got some 5-inch drop springs to put in, and the 2-inch drop spindles that he ordered, and he got the shocks too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this knocked out. Nice little Peterbilt right there. That bitch fire. He just swinging that bitch. But yeah, about to take this back to the shop. Picked it up for him because he's at work right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and slam it and knock it out before he gets off, and then he'll be picking it back up. But he's going with a 2.5 right now, so that's kind of the lowest I've seen for these trucks as far as the back goes is 5. You can probably go lower with cutting coils and shit like that, but we're gonna experiment with it first because this is our first lower truck that has drop springs. So we got a lot to figure out, but I think we'll get it knocked out and it won't be an issue. So just riding, sliding how Chuck would. I don't see how the fuck he see over this damn shit. He sits so damn low. I'm driving like this. This is all I can see. But I'm gonna probably put it in the back first just so that way it'll look squatted. Let's hop back on this road and hit y'all up whenever we get back to the shop. All right, so we starting on Trippie's truck. Got these spindles right here. That's all I got for the front. And then I got the drop shocks and the springs in the back. I am going to be using my old upper control arms for these spindles just in case he wants to go lower in the future. And plus, they've been sitting here. I ain't been using them, so fuck it. Might as well put them to good use. They're still good as fuck, so they'll ride way better on his truck. We in here with Trippie, getting some work done. We just got the back finished. Tighten it up. Fucking shock. And again, there's work clothes.
Don't fuck with me, bitch.
This bitch sitting at a -5 in the back. Trying to get the shit even. About to do the front. Then we'll have it low.
Copy Enrico.
Nah.
Copy Enrico bands.
No, man, you gonna be Cali leaning. I ain't Cali leaning yet. I'm trying to get Cali leaning.
Damn, that was easy.
What'd you do?
Went the wrong fucking way. I was loose. I think I'm doing this thing. Hey, this one. Which way do the fucking tank need to be?
Look, left, loose, right back. It's on the grip. What you put on the wrong way?
Both of these, I had it jacked up. And when they held, I moved the jack so I could get to it. And that motherfucker popped out. Like a wet vagina on a damn Sunday morning, baby. Oh shit. No, YouTube. YouTube's gonna hear the fuckery. Y'all know I don't do this shit. This is gonna be your man do. Shit. This shit too hard.
This one, like coming up. The seat's supposed to look like that. No, the way.
Damn.
What you put it backwards?
Yeah, tip it in.
Can't bleed.
Oh.
Yeah, the other way.
So that means everything gotta come back out again.
I'll go ahead and get these out.
Well, your side will be done. On my side, it's gonna be a minute. What about I miss this and hit that fucking air? That nitrogen would have came up. Is it nitrogen in these two?
In the shop. Yes.
Yeah, where's the socket in? Just roll it too?
Nah, it's 19.
13.
2-inch drop.
Oh, that's
No
what it
space.
is.
That bitch is very close.
Stop dogging there. Chuckle's still not doing his side.
I'm off Wednesday, Thursday this week.
Got her all done.
Yeah, next week I'm off for 5 days.
She lowered 2 in the front, 5 in the back. Look like a front wheel drive Honda. Can't really see, but she low. All done. Yeah, she got a little squat to her.